Yo, what's up guys, this is Happy Gnome with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video, and this time with the Holosmith and why I want to see a comeback of the little Asura Holosmith here. My thinking is that Holosmith is still pretty strong. I know in the current Soul Beast boon meta it is not so great, because you really need the boon removal to strip the protection and stability to be really effective, but against the other enemies you just are a really big threat. And by that, let's just show you what I mean with that. As all know, holo is the best CC profession and therefore a really strong team fighter, plus it is also really viable to do solo fights, which means 1v1s, duels, and of course outnumbering fights. But outnumbering fights is a little bit slow, but therefore you just have good CC. You have an immobilize, knockback, another what is this, knockdown, float, I don't know how to say it right, and then on your holographic shockwave you have an additional stun as well. So you are a CC machine. And the number one rule here when you play Holosmith, try to keep your heat level above 50, slightly above 50 but not more. You can see it here like this, and then you just will have it here, your heat level above 50. You grant additional boons to yourself and to your what's the name of them, exceed skills. Here we go, this guy's already attacking us. We try to give my team here stability. We go for the revive. We have the revive, hard light arena. Now we have to just kick this guy away. He activated his stability. My ally is dead, but therefore we can also almost finish off this guy. We have him here. We can go for the next guy, auto attacking here. He just stealthed up. The holo is dead as well. And you can see here the CC works pretty fine. The mobility is also great, but my team is nowhere. And now I will be doing some 1v1s here, which is for sure fine, because I can just stay here, try to do this one here, and if the thief joins me here I will be safe for a few seconds. I use my block just to prevent getting attacked by this guy. CCing the Revenant. The Revenant is CC'd, but I have to also just run away right now. The Revenant might kill me here. Okay, the Revenant is CC'd. No, I got blinded. My shield is up. Stability. CC for this guy. CC him one more time. My ally is nowhere. We can just auto attack with quickness here. Finish off this guy. Additional stability. Killing this guy. Yes, easy one. I have to admit that the enemy Revenant is not that strong, but we just won a nice 1v2 there. Here we go, CC him. He could be dead, but I'm not so sure about it. Just auto attacking this guy. Okay, the next guy's here. Auto attacking this guy. I just kept the point here. This guy's done. Oh shit, no. I'm getting shot by the Deadeye. Okay, I'm just noticing it a little bit too late there. We can get it? No? Yes, we have it. Okay. Yes. My holo did a great job there. And now we can go for the mid cap. You can see it here what I mean with being able to. You can even block a lot of attacks of the freaking Hammer Guardians. You see here, this guy is dead. Let's go make him leave this cap. I just overheated myself, I know, but I was too slow to press my 5 again. But that does not matter, we have here double cap. Now always check out the enemy, if it's the Revenant or another guy there. Auto attacking a little bit. Just granting myself here the stability. Blocking a little bit, and now we can just go ahead. Try to CC this guy. I had my elixir up, so it would have not mattered at all. Just attacking him with quickness, he wasn't expecting that, and an easy kill onto him. This Guardian is just making a huge mistake by just joining here. I grant myself some protection, even if he should hit me there. He will not deal any damage to me. He has no stability, easy CC, another CC here. And this guy should probably die here. We block his attacks. Block now. No CC because he used his lead skill. Here we go. He's just playing with us. As it looks like. CC, he has to activate his stability. I can just quickness burst him here. Oh, this guy is playing with us. He's playing some weird healing build, I have this feeling. Grant myself the stability. Do this, auto attacking him with my quickness. He should die, man. He's so lucky. Blocking here, reflect, CC, and he's dead. Yep. He's playing some weird healing build. Grant myself stability for safe stomping, and we can go for the buff. We have the buff already. We can now try to risk something or just go for the Soul Beast. Here we go with the Soul Beast. It is always a little bit dangerous. But don't worry, if you grant yourself the stability... Shit, I used my skill too early a little bit. Okay, this guy is now not such a great Soul Beast here, but never mind. We can just CC him out. Do this. Another CC. Grant myself stability, auto attack, interrupt his pet. Now this guy had no idea how to play Soul Beast, man. Bad example. I want to show you a little fight against multiple enemies. Here we go again. Make him not be able to... He will CC me, yeah. That's for sure because I have no stability, I have nothing left. Ah, shit. CC him, stability, easy stomp, or easy cleave. That's basically it. I hope you just saw a little bit how to Holosmith. Kills and damage, that's of course what you should aim at. The damage, not the kills, but the kills can also be done because you have nice mobility, good survivability. You can retreat, you can CC enemies while running away, and so on and so on. Now this is the #1 reason why you should play Holo. Now for the build that I'm running, because I know most of you will just ask me the build in the video comments and no one will watch this, but I just show it to you here. Not this one. Here we go. My PvP build. Perfected Rifle is the rifle skin. It's the precursor for the legendary skin. And then I'm using Sigil of Energy, Sigil of Intelligence. Sigil of Intelligence, by the way, can be swapped. It is not necessary to use. And Sigil of Energy is the must-have because every time you dodge, you will remove some heat from yourself, which is pretty nice. Rune of Leadership for max boon duration, because I'm using here Hardlight Arena plus the Elixir U combo, which grants us boon, and with this leadership one it grants us longer boons. As you can see it here, 7 1/4 second of quickness, and here we go with an additional 8 3/4 of a second quickness, which means like 9 seconds quickness, and an additional one here, so we have here 12 seconds, no, not 12, but 15 seconds, or a little bit above 15 seconds of quickness, which is pretty nice. And then Hardlight Arena, once we are above the heat threshold here, we can run with Hardlight Arena here, and we will grant ourselves here periodically protection, regeneration, and fury. Meanwhile, we also grant ourselves a lot of mites by auto attacking here with Corona Burst and our normal attacks on our Holosmith form. To the next one here is the Prime Light Beam, nice CC, or better said, let's go with the build first. I use tools, alchemy, and Holosmith. Basically, the meta build Static Discharge discards Bolt of Lightning whenever you use a tool belt skill, which means it is an attack that just hits the enemy in a 1.2k range, and it bounces from him, so it can hit up to 2 targets, which means when you activate Particle Accelerator, which is your most used skill and which you should use the most, it will not just throw this attack, but then it will an additional Static Discharge attack here, which hits for twice the amount of damage, I would say. Takedown Round is an automatically triggering trait, which means you just lay a explosive pack at your foe's location, which will deal damage if the enemy hits that, or it just has an explosion delay of 1 second. It will just automatically trigger. Then the next is Kinetic Battery. Gain kinetic charges when you use a tool belt skill at maximum charges, gain a burst of speed, which means every time we use 5 times here, 5 stacks, which you can read here, 2 now, 3, it should be 3, it does not say, oh no, it's iron blooded, sorry. Normally you get also a little sign above you which says Kinetic Battery, and if you use 5 times your tool belt skills, you will grant yourself the kinetic charge, and this will grant you quickness plus super speed, which is pretty nice, but only in combat, as you can see here. Then the next is Alchemy, Invigorating Speed. Every time we grant ourselves swiftness or an ally, we will have vigor as well. We grant ourselves swiftness with the Holo Leap, which grants us here swiftness and an additional vigor, which is pretty nice and allows us to dodge more often. Lesser Elixir S, every 90 seconds when our HP is under 25%, we will shrink down and grant ourselves here an Elixir S, which means, why can I not swap? Which means we shrink down and are invulnerable to all incoming damage. But conditions will still tick on us, that's just by the way. Iron Blooded, reduce physical and condition damage for each boon you have. That's also a reason why we use Hardlight Arena, because we will have a lot of boons like this. We will have once stability, might, oh shit, I don't want to jump down. Stability, might, shield here, quickness, do this, regeneration, leap, and an additional quickness here. You can see it here, 3, 6, most of the times 3 boons, which means a 6% damage reduction from normal damage and conditions, and up to 6 boons, which means a 12% damage reduction by everything incoming to us. Holosmith Prismatic Converter, deactivate Photon Forge, converts conditions into boons based on your heat level, which means 1 condition removed if you are under 50 heat, 2 conditions into boons if we are above 50 heat, which is pretty nice, and which is also the main reason you should try to hold your heat level always above 50. Then Crystal Configuration Eclipse, Corona Burst grants stability on each attack and creates a barrier for each target stat, which means every time your Corona Burst hits an enemy, you will grant yourself stability. This will trigger more often, more stability, if you hit multiple enemies, which is pretty nice. Let's just show you here an example. Attacking this guy here grants me 1 stack of stability for 5 seconds. Now let's see what happens when I attack here those 2 players and a few clones here. If I do this, I will grant it No stability. Why? I need to have multiple enemies here. I have no... Let's go to the mesmer. Let's attack here. Here we go. Normally we should have... Yep, here you see the second stack of stability, because I hit more enemies. That's what I was about to say. Now if you hit also multiple enemies, you will also grant some additional barrier, but the barrier is not so much. It is great if you are in a team fight. It can grant you up to 1k extra defense, which could be nice, which should be nice, better said. Then the next is Vent Exhaust. This guy is just attacking me, I don't know why, but let's just kill him here. Grant myself some swiftness. Do this. Stability not. He's dead. Easy one. Don't mess with me, mate. You can see the boons. I already have like over over 6 boons immediately by using my combos Hardlight Arena with quickness and stuff. Pretty nice. Okay, let's go with the last one here because he interrupted me. Vent Exhaust, damage nearby foes and apply conditions to them. Lose heat. This attack activates heat therapy if you have not overheated. This means every time we dodge, we lose a 15% heat. This can be in combat or out of combat, which is pretty nice. Plus we will deal a little bit of damage and burn the enemies. Now burning can also deal heavy damage, because when we stack up to 25 stacks of might, enemies get also from our condition damage a lot of trouble. So why should you play Holosmith and why should you master it? I know Holosmith is a hard profession to learn and hard to master, but this build here right now is like perfect to start with, and it is also pretty strong. Now I know most people tend to remove Hardlight Arena and go for Elixir S because they increase survivability for your own self. Where's the Elixir S here? And you have, when you play it by the way with double Elixir, I recommend also to go with HGH, which allows you to use your Elixirs more often. It will not just affect this Elixir XLS, but it will affect all your elixirs here and the one that you can throw, which is pretty nice. But I still recommend to use Hardlight Arena because Hardlight Arena offers a lot more. Now Hardlight Arena is not only a combo field light or just giving fury protection and regeneration, but it is much more. It gives you the opportunity to remove conditions and to grant yourself a light aura, which again decreases the incoming damage from conditions by 10%, which is pretty nice. And to show you that, I will give you an example here on the free-for-all arena. But for now, why should you use those skills here? Photon Wall is just there to block attacks, and it is the most necessary because of Particle Accelerator, which allows you to more frequently get your quickness off, because it has a 7 seconds cooldown and you should just pop it up every time you have it until you just get your 5 kinetic charges, and then you just can quickness burst enemies immediately. This is the main reason here. Plus of course Photon Wall is pretty nice because it blocks your incoming damage for 2.5 seconds or even 3. It should be 3 seconds, yeah, but the activation, and until you watch it, it says 2 seconds, I know. Then the next is Elixir U, just because it got a huge buff. The buff is a little bit longer ago, but it is a huge buff. The quickness and stability, which allows you to be freaking deadly with perma stability combos and just perma quickness combos. Quickness, stability, CC. Awesome combo. Then Hardlight Arena, as I just mentioned, because you get damage reduction from protection, you already have 2.6k defense plus a 33% damage reduction, which is pretty nice, and during that you will also have perma regeneration when you use it properly. The last one, Prime Light Beam, nice little CC, which is even stronger when you have above 50 heat, and you should also try to use it most of the times if you have above 50 heat. But of course you can also use it under 50 heat because the CC still works pretty fine. And now to give you an example, let's attack someone here. I want to attack this guy. Here we go. Let's just attack one guy until they attack us. Here we go. Stability is gone. I grant myself the swiftness, and now I have my quickness. I shield myself, throw the shield. I have still my stability. Remove the conditions from this guy. Oh shit. He has stability. I still got him there. and he's down. Okay, he just interrupted me. I grant myself stability and easy kill onto this guy, and now I can also just do this, leap out, grant myself the light aura, and you can see it here, light aura grants you reduced incoming damage, and I just overheated by showing you this, but never mind. How to give you a better example right now? Let's go ahead. This guy wants to attack me again. Here we go. I can use my shield here, grant myself stability, CC this guy. It is now important to run away for a few seconds. Oh, he had now stability. I grant myself an additional stability and now just auto attacking him. Grant myself an additional quickness. Ah shit, I again activated my Heartlight Arena a little bit too early. What? This freaking pet? No. Stability is gone. CC him. And he should just die right now. CC. No CC, he just saved himself there. But he... okay, he also has his stability right now. Lucky guy. I have my shield. Now he will have no stability. Come on. He will not be able to run away from that. CC, CC. Stability. And he's done. What you have to do is just learn how to use your shield. This is also number one here, photon wall. It is pretty strong if you know how to. 3 seconds blocking incoming damage is pretty nice, and the radius that it blocks is also pretty awesome, especially because it blocks also damage near around you, which is also pretty cool. And by that, if you know how to use it properly, you will have no trouble against any guardian player, any hammer guardian, any power revenant, any enemy holo, because you can just block. You don't even need stability. He can use his shockwave, holographic shockwave, and you will not get stunned if you have no stability with photon wall. Now photon wall can also save you if you missed to activate your stability while you wasted elixir U. It can also be used like this. When you are knocked down and the enemy is in front of you, he will have to go behind you to just CC you again, which is pretty nice. It blocks most of the attacks, of course unblockable attacks not, but everything else will be blocked if you aim it at the enemy like this. What else? Elixir U can automatically be triggered in team fights, or I recommend to wait with it a little bit, because in team fights Corona burst. I tend to use Elixir U when I get blinded or when I missed my stability, or I have heavy CC, then I use it most of the times. Then what is important, if you have enemies like Hammer Guardians, try to use first holographic shockwave to immediately make them use their Virtue 3, so they will have later no stability and you can just freely CC them. Or if you have blindness, you can also holographic shockwave to remove the blind and then Corona burst, because most enemies will not notice the Corona burst, how fast it is. And you will grant yourself the stability, which means you are safe from knockbacks and you can just freely run away and then heal yourself up. For mobility, you can see it here. You can go with your rifle 5 and then just holo leap, dodge, holo leap again, and just repeat this process. Holo leap gives you the perma swiftness and the mobility as well to just leap around and go away. And now while you leap around, you can also just do this, leap around, dodge, go look at you behind and just run away. So you will also be able to CC the enemy while just running away. Here we go, I CC'd him, grant myself stability so they can't CC me. I can do this, jump away, and the enemy has just problems chasing you around if you know how to do it properly. I know most people also just like to jump on walls and bug use and stuff, but I'm not such a big fan of that, because this is not about skill, it is about bug using and surviving due to that, and not really because you have skill. I know most pro players abuse that, but that's not skill for me. If you are bad, if you lose against someone 1v1, I'd rather die than using bugs to just retreat from the fight. Basically that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. Now if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. And as I just said, I want to see more holo players, because Soul Beast is just, yeah, a little bit cancer gameplay, and holo is not really overpowered currently, but still pretty strong with a lots of CC and perma stability if you do it properly. And what else? Now you see as always 3 of my other videos, plus you can subscribe to my channel only if you want to. If not, don't do it. And follow me on Twitch to see me playing live and showing you gameplay, builds and stuff, everything what you need to know and what you want to see. That was Happy No, bye bye all, and thanks for watching.